All right, y'all, I'm about to put my timing chain on, and just want to talk about how you set the timing here. You see this little mark right here? That mark there has to be in sync with this little dot here, on this little dot right here. You guys see that dot right there? So it has to be lined up just like that when I put it on. To where those two marks are lined up like that. You can probably, see it right there. So I'm about to soak this camshaft sprocket in some oil along with the chain. I'm going to put this in the oven for a little bit to heat it up so I can knock it on in a little bit here with no problem. All right, y'all. You guys see this Woodworth key right here, or this Woodruff key right here? This has to be pointed at the #1 master cylinder here. My #1 cylinder right there. You see it's pointed up at an angle going up at a diagonal angle. That has to be pointed up. That Woodruff key has to be pointed up at that, so you set your timing at drop dead center, okay? So I'm not going for any kind of advanced timing or anything like that. I'm just going with regular timing on that. So the way this has to be on, you have to have #1 has to be at the top like that. That's top dead center for the #1 piston there. And I'll be able to put everything on just like that. And once I get everything buttoned down with that, I'll have my timing in line. All right, y'all. I'm about to put my crankshaft sprocket on. It's right here. See that little keyway right there? You guys see that little keyway right there? That's where the Woodruff key hits on. So I'm probably going to have to beat this thing on a little bit here. Okay, there we go. So it's on there. Went on there pretty good. Okay. So then what you use is you use the old one you took off to help get it on there. Kind of just line it up best you can there. Get your hammer, get your plastic hammer here, and just beat it on. A few more. A few more whacks to go. Okay, I think she's on, guys. Yep, okay. All right, that's good. All right, y'all, I got the timing chain sprocket on. Let me put these screws in here to set it. And I'm gonna have to come back to it here. Let's put these in here real quick. All right, y'all, that's the timing chain. I'm gonna tighten these 3 bolts down. Then I'm gonna back them out and put some Loctite on them. So let me see here. Okay. These 3 bolts get bolted down to 26 foot-pounds. So let me get my torque wrench and get ready to get these down. I'm gonna tighten these 3 bolts up here. And then I'm gonna back them out one by one and clean them up and put some thread lock on it because it got a little oil on there. All right, y'all, I'm back. I got the timing chain on and everything is set at top dead center. If you look at the this little mark here, you can see, you probably can't see it, but those 2 dots are lined up. And my cylinder number 1 is at the top there, you know, so it's on top dead center. So now I'm about to put this oil pump on. So let me get my gloves on and I'll go ahead and get this on. So my last 2 gloves, so I got to go get me some more tomorrow. But yeah, so timing chain is on. Oil drive is on, so now I'm about to put the oil pump on. Then I can put the timing cover on, you know. So here we go. I've got the oil pump resting in some oil here, you know, so it's ready to go on. Pretty much got it broke in, so it goes on like this. Man, you gotta just get it lined up and get it on here. It's pretty goopy, you know. All right, there we go. Got it on there. This is a Melling oil pump, you know, pretty good. So, go here. Got my bolts here. Get it lined up here. Get those on there. These on. I'll tighten these up in a crisscross pattern. You know, let me just get them on here finger tight for now. Just get them going a little bit. I think these go down to 13. 13 here. Let me get my what am I doing here? Okay. I'll just get these just drilled down a little bit here. All right. Now let me get these torqued down here. These get torqued down to, notes at 18 foot-pounds. So this goes down to 18 foot-pounds here. So let me get this on my, get this set up here. Let me get my torque wrench set up to 18 foot-pounds. And then I will have this button up here. So these go 18 foot-pounds here. Go with that. Okay. All right. Oil pump is done, y'all. So that looks good in there. Yeah, so the next step here is to put this the front timing cover on. Got a seal to put on here. We'll be good to go. All right, y'all, here's my timing cover. I had a new seal put in, and I had this powder coated blue, you know, put a little bling on it. And also got the gaskets, the valve covers powder coated as well, but you'll see those in the next video or so. So this right here, and I got my gasket right here. So let me get this set up here and get the screws in here, the bolts in here, then I'll go from there. All right, y'all see the gasket here. For the timing cover, it's metal, blue rubber there. So I shouldn't have no problem getting leaks on here. You know, I shouldn't have no problem with leaks out the front here. So let me go ahead and get this set up and get this mounted. All right, y'all, I'm back. I'm about to put this timing cover on, this blue timing cover on. I've got a couple of alignment tools I need to get on first here. Let me show y'all what we're working with today. I've got this piece here, goes on the timing cover, blue timing cover here, you know, to get this, to make sure it's nice and centered. So I'm gonna have to flip this over in a minute here. And this piece right here, this square goes onto the bottom, this underneath here, so that you can make sure that the timing cover is nice and level. So when you put the oil pan on, you don't get any leaks and all that, all right? So let me go ahead and turn this motor over and get this screwed in here. All right, so you guys see this goes here. This square goes here. Kind of like that there. And I guess these two screws here, and I guess these two holes here is where the timing cover fits in up. Like this. It goes on like that. That helps you get everything all square lined up. So let me go ahead and get this screwed down, and then we'll get going here. All right, y'all, we got this square on the bottom done here. On here. So let me go ahead and get my gasket on here and get this going just a little bit here to hold it for me. And we'll go ahead and get this bad boy on and square it up and move on to the next step here. So on there for me. Go ahead and get this started in there. In there, right? There we go. All right, there we go. That first one in there. Get in there, buddy. All right, yeah, let me get my little ratchet here. Help me out here. Got my little micro ratchet here. Get these in there just a little bit there for me. All right, let me put one up top here. Make sure it's lined up. Gasket hole is in there. There we go. That bad boy is in there. Get that just a little bit there. Now I'm just getting these finger tight just to get it on. But these go down at 18 foot-pounds a piece as well. And of course, when I tighten these up, I'll go with the star pattern, you know, to make sure it's all nice and flat there. I want to just get it all so I can get my tool on in the middle here. Probably should have got out my longer ratchet, but I have the shorties handy, so that's what I'll use for now. Get these on here. Put that in there, buddy. Two more to put in here. Okay, where's my square at? All right, y'all, the key is to get this bad boy here centered on this oil pump here. And this right here kind of helps you square it up a little bit. So let me get it down a little bit more. And this will make sure that everything stays on there good and nice, you know, good and tight. So let me get these down to where they're almost ready for me to put my torque wrench on it. All right, so you want to make sure that this is on there. Make sure this is nice and level up top here. You know, I'm liking the way it's centered now. Let me go ahead and get my torque wrench out. I don't need the digital one here. So I'll just use my manual torque wrench here. Let me get this set to 18 foot-pounds here. This right here, this on 10. Be 10, 2, 4, 6, 8. Here we go. All right, y'all. So I got my torque wrench set to 18 foot-pounds. You know, and each of these get bolted down to 18 foot-pounds. So I don't need to go 9 and then 18. I don't need to split this one up here. So I'm just going to go ahead on and get this button down to 18 foot-pounds, y'all. And then I think I'll be good to go with this here. See, this is nice and even. Got to push this up. You know, if I didn't have this on, you will be able to move this cover up and down, so that way you know it wouldn't be lined up. But since I got this on here, it's up as high as it can go, and this should be about the heightness of your oil pan, nice and level with this, you know. So I should be good to go. So let me go ahead and get these tightened down. Come on, buddy. I didn't have that one on deep enough. Here we go. Okay. Okay, over there. That was 18 there. 18 there. This one is not on a lot, so I'm gonna have to swing it a few times here. Get this down. Show you that tool's got me square on there. Okay, yep. 18 there. 18 there. That would need a few more, needs a few more swings. 18 there. 18 there. Okay. You get this one right here on. 18 there. Get your butt on there, buddy. All right, okay. So that's 18 all the way around. You can kind of eyeball it too to make sure this is centered on your oil drive here, you know, on your crankshaft or whatever here. It looks good to me. Looks like it's nice and centered there. I've got my gasket on there looking nice and clean. Everything looks good here, y'all. I can do a little bit more on the top end build or whatever. Next step is going to be to put my cylinder heads on all of that, but I do have to put this back cover on. I do have a cover for the back, but to get it on here, I just bought a new cover. It's only like 50, 60 bucks for this cover with the seal already in it. Now this is for the rear timing cover. I've got the seal on it, but I had bought it, so this came with the seal, so I don't know if I'll use this one that's on here. But I'm going to have to take this motor off the motor stand and put it on my truck or something. I don't have a table really strong enough to hold it, so I'm going to just go buy a motor lift, take it off the stand, put it on my truck so I can get this nice and even squared, just like I did this one. Here's my squaring tool for the rear. Same deal, you know, to get this squared up on the rear, you know, so I'll do that. I'll probably go tomorrow or something and get a and buy a lift, you know. And got these ARP bolts, you know. These bolts here, once you put these on and torque these down, these you can't reuse these again if I'm not mistaken. You know, so I just got these ARP bolts because you could take these off and put them back on, you know, without any problems. But with some of these factory bolts, once you torque these down to spec, that's it. You can't use them again. So, yeah, so that'll be my next step, y'all. But I think what I'm going to do here is get this ready. I'm going to put this aside. So I will tackle that rear sometime this week. And I think I'm going to show y'all the cylinder heads I built up in there. Show you the cylinder heads I built. I have them ready to go on, you know. So I'm going to flip this over. I don't have any brake clean, but I'm going to go get me some brake clean so I can clean this surface. So let me go ahead and turn this around. Oh, and one more thing too, y'all. I'm not going to put an oil pan on here. That would be the next step, would be to actually put the oil pan on here. But I'm not going to put that on. I was told to hold off on buying the oil pan because I know the stock oil pan won't fit on my Caddy. That's a rear sump. I'm going to need a front sump oil pan. So he told me to hold off on buying a new one until he gets it to his shop and looks at it real close and kind of gets this sitting there a little bit. And then he said, we'll take a look to see what I need to get. But so yeah, so that's why I don't have the oil pan. That will be the next step here, to put the oil pan, valley cover, and all that on here. But I'm going to hold off on that step, you know. But let me know what y'all think about this blue, you know. I have the valve cover tops are going to be blue as well. I'll show y'all those real quick here. There's some of my valve covers out here. Okay, yeah. Here's a valve cover, you know. That's going to go on top of the cylinder head. And I really want the car to be something kind of close to this. You know, that's kind of why I did this. But I'll see once I get it repainted again. So let me go ahead and get this flipped over. All right, yeah. All right, yeah, so she's flipped over now. So let me get this up a little higher here so y'all can see what my next step is going to be here. All right, there's one of the heads right there. I was finishing up or whatever. But actually, that's not the next step. The next step is there's lifters here. I've got to get my lifters in. So I'm going to get these right here, all sucked up in some oil. I'm going to let these soak in some oil while I go buy me some brake clean. And then we'll get these in. And then we'll be ready for the heads, okay? All right. All right, y'all, I'm back. I'm going to get my lifters in. As you can see here, I've got them soaking in oil here, you know. You don't have to do that really, but it's good to do it, you know. And they were a little oily when they came in from the store I bought them from, you know, when I ordered them. So first thing you got to do is, you guys can see those 8 holes down in there. Got to put a little assembly lube down in there in each of these holes, you know. And it's okay if you get a little goopy in there. So you just put a little bit on my finger, probably just rub it down in there. Let's get a little bit down. It don't matter if you get this goopy, because this is all going to be an oily mess anyway, you know. Here we go. I'm going to get that down in there. I'll do all these at once while I got it. And I'm going to go back and clean this surface up as well before I put these cylinder heads on with some brake clean, so not too worried about it. You want this engine to be good and greasy. All right. Oh, wait, let me grab it. Okay. Okay, so here's one of them here, you know. See this roller here? This roller has to be on the same plane as the as that camshaft is down in there, you know. So you want them to be going in this way. There's a little, if you see that little flat edge right there, be up and down. So you guys will see once I get them all in. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start sticking these in. You want them down in there, just like that. And if it's not even, you can just twist them with your finger like that, you know. And just get them in there. See them bad boys slide down in there nice and neat. Yeah. Yep. So, do that. Okay. Okay. Okay, so it looks like pretty much got all of these in here. And you want to get that flat part right down in there like that. You want to get them nice and square. You can do it with your finger, get some needle nose pliers, but I can get my fingers down in there, you know, and get them nice and square here. Yeah, because you want those rollers there on that plane. Nice and even. There you go. I gotta get this one right here. Okay. Just do this right here. All right. All right, y'all, I'm back. As y'all can see, I got one guide tray in, and I'll do the next one here on camera here. They're all in. This just gets torqued down at 9 foot-pounds, so I'm going to get these just wrist tight, you know. There you go. Do the next one here. Just take this here and you get this. You dip these ends in oil here. And get this next one in here. This next one drop down in there. That one, I know that one, I know that one. There we go. There we go. Get this last screw in here. All right, y'all. So now what I've got to do, got to flip it over, do the other side, and then that'll be that. So let me flip this over and get this other side done. And I think I'm gonna wrap it up for the night here. Yeah. All right. I don't know if y'all can see that side. Oh, yes, all right. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this other side down so I can button this part of it up. Be okay. I may not even put this on video.